Okay, boys and girls, we are going to work today on our Tuesday math. So let's first start off, make sure that you have your math book handy while we are walking through this. First, I would like you to open up to page 34. That was yesterday's math for Monday. And let's take a look quickly here at problem number 4. So here's number 4 right here. And what does it say? There are 10 Space Command trading cards in each pack. Zoe bought 5 packs of cards. How many cards did she buy in all? Okay, so as you look at that, what are our numbers? Okay, so we have 5. Zoop. I zoop a lot, don't I? And I'm going to write this number here and this number here. And it's going to equal something. So when we look at the number 5 and we look at our problem here, what does the 5 represent? So it represents, that was terrible, 5 packs of cards. Okay, what number does the 10 represent? Okay, there are 10 space trading cards in each pack. So that's how many packs. This is how many packs she bought. Zoop. And this is how many cards in one pack. Yeah, there we go. That's how many cards in one pack. All right, so when we do our multiplication, and remember when you are multiplying by tens, you are going to do your count bys. So we're going to count 10 5 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'm doing 5s, aren't I? We're going to count 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There we go. So that came to 50. So remember, in each equation, each number is actually representing something and something else, and you're going to multiply those two together. And so what happens, though, if I wrote something like this, and it looked like this? 5 times 10 equals, and I'm just going to use this number, T. What's T stand for? It's not a number, but it's called what is a variable. And so that number is like a little placeholder. It's just, it's like as if there was a blank spot there, but instead of a blank, we have a T, or you could use the letter S, or you could use the letter M. Any of those numbers, the letter doesn't matter. It's just holding a place. And you need to figure out what number is going to go in there instead of the letter M. M has no value. You got to figure out what the number is going to be. And in this case, M is going to, I'm going to try to find, where's my eraser here? Okay. I'm going to come and erase this. It works much better when you guys are in the classroom, Well, maybe not because it's me doing it, but okay. So M. In this case, 5 packs times 10 cards equals M. And the M represents 50. So we would take out the M and we would put in the total 50. Okay? All right, so what if I wrote instead, let's look here at number 5. So I have how many students? What does it say? There were 80 students in the auditorium. There were 10 students in each row. How many rows of students were there? Okay, so how many students? We have a total of 80. Okay, so there's a total of 80. So we can write it this way. And we're going to go backtrack because that's the total. That's our whole total. And we know that there were 10 students in each row times, and in this case, I'm going to write the letter N. N times 10 equals 80. The N The n has no value. It's just holding a place, saying, put a number in here for me. What number do you think it's going to be? So if we know something times 10 equals 80, well, we know our tens. We can count up by then. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I did that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I did that 8 times. So in this case, instead of n, we can write in 8 times 10 equals 80. You can also have written this as a division problem. 80 divided by, I'm going to put our letter n back in here, equals 10. Okay, so 80 divided by something equals 10. So we already know that the letter n actually is going to be replaced, scoot them out of there, with a number. And in this case, what number would we use? 80 divided by, so again, we're going to count up 10 until we get to 80. So we're going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's 8 times I did that. And there's the letter 8. All right. So those letters are what is called variables. So in today's lesson, we are going to work on variables. So let's read up here in our little bluish box here. When you write equations, you can use a letter to represent an unknown number. This letter is called a variable. Okay? So basically, it's what are you solving for? So here we show an a times 10 equals 60. So we need to replace that a with the correct number that goes in there. 70 equals c times 7. So does the c make any sense at all? No. So we're going to throw them out and we're going to put in the right number for that. So 70 divided or equals something times 7. Okay, so hint, remember we're working with tens. Okay, so remember your tens values for a lot of these. I think that this should be helpful enough for you to get a start on today, remembering the A has no value. It's just there to say, hey, put a number here instead. So figure out what that number instead is supposed to be and stick it in there. All righty. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of you get to work on your assignments. And if you have any questions, be sure to drop in on the office hours and I can help you there.